Hello and welcome. This is going to be a reading to connect with the energy of Pluto, which is in the last degrees of Capricorn, before it goes into Aquarius on November 19th. And really, the reason for this reading is that for many people, including myself, the energy has been very intense. There is this sense of really realizing how far we've come, but also in some capacity mourning all that has occurred and transformed essentially. And sometimes, even when we achieve the certain states that we have been trying to achieve for even maybe years, the realization that you are no longer there is sometimes incredibly overwhelming. So this is a reading for anyone that is just going through that and experiencing that and wanting to essentially integrate all of the energy that is happening both on the individual and the collective level. So I ask you, if this resonates with you, I ask you to connect to your third eye, connect to your psychic capacity, and just trust that you already have the knowing, essentially. Taking what resonates and what does not. The first card is community, and this jumped out, so perhaps really leaning on others in your life, or taking a look at how all the relationships you have, the people around you, has it changed? Or if it's something that you are really wanting to change, the change is coming. But understanding where you also fit in all of this and embracing the fact that you want community. In essence, what we truly want to experience is unconditional love, which gives us freedom, freedom of the soul, the true freedom that we are actually seeking, and not this limited version of freedom that we have all been fed to various degrees, either through our immediate family or just our immediate experience of the world, and also the programming at large. So community is going to give you a certain aspect of freedom, but also accepting that at the core, you deserve love, and to embrace the freedom that love brings, and not just this also limited perception of love, the higher aspects of love, in a way, the more enlightened states of love, which go beyond just what many of us as humans have experienced, and we think that's the most love, or that's what love actually is. So we have boundaries and fearless coming up, which means through you stating what you actually deserve, it is going to bring you into this new state, this new reality that you are deeply wishing to experience. So if we connect back to Pluto, Pluto being the planet of rebirth, it is the underworld journey. What is the freedom that you are truly craving? What are you scared to maybe take the jump towards, but you know that that is really what's necessary, and that's what your heart deeply desires? Because we are always supported by God, by source, by the universe, whatever you want to call it. We're always supported, and there's just the illusion of the jump. There is the illusion of the leap, because we have grown stagnant essentially in a stage in our life. And so to let go, it appears as though we're taking the leap, but we are always caught. So we are always caught, we are always supported. So really look at, like, what do you honestly want in life? What do you honestly want in your interactions with people? What types of interactions do you want to be having? Because ultimately, they should always be honoring who and what you are. They should always be honoring your frequency, in the sense that if you find yourself having conversations that they're not expansive, is it really loving to you to stay speaking with that person? Because essentially, your soul, your energy, it wishes to flow. It wishes to be in expression in its authentic state. So either your flow, your energetic state is being blocked, or it's being liberated. And it's up to you to really see, are you actually allowing for the true liberation of yourself, of your desires, of your energy, of your frequency, all of it? Because that's what your soul, that's why you're here essentially. You are here to have your own unique experience of life, of this realm. And whenever there is an issue, it always ultimately comes down to some kind of blockage, that the energy is not flowing. So I'm also going to read into the actual description of some of these cards to illuminate a bit more. Okay, so for freedom, we have, when was the last time you truly felt free? The last time you ran full tilt, laughter overflowing in your chest, falling over with glee into the green grass. Freedom is worth chasing at all costs. If freedom is absent, we must bring it back. Small freedoms are the foundation of a new existence. What moments of freedom are you connecting to daily? What freedoms have you turned away from or left twisting in the wind? And what I'm really feeling is this sense of the programming that we can't be free. Because either it is the feeling of being weighed down by the day-to-day responsibilities, but it goes a bit more than that. In essence, it's the hardening of certain energies that creates this dense feeling that even just thinking of freedom creates this restriction, because you feel just, you can't, it's almost like you can't indulge in even the concept of freedom. So for anyone really feeling that they do not have this luxury almost to even think of freedom, really look at that and as much as you can, allow yourself to dismantle that and to start thinking of the frequency of this wild freedom. Because you see these horses just running, and you see, well, this makes me think of the moon, or it can even be the sun, but it's like the true essence of just also being one with nature, you know, that feeling of when you are just in nature, you're in this expansive environment, and your soul is just completely free. Because all these things that we manifest into our life, it is always to experience freedom. And wouldn't it be so much easier if what you focused on was just the frequency of freedom and just seeing how that manifests in your life, instead of manifesting through the lens of the ego, which tends to focus on the material aspect of reality? So really connecting to the true essence of freedom and inviting this into your life, and understanding and accepting that this is what you actually want, when you peel away all the illusions essentially of what you're trying to manifest, it's freedom. And I'm going to read the flow card. Energy is a river. When traveling with the energy of the universe, you can feel its vibration pulsating through your body. Light is brighter, your energy higher, and your purpose no longer hidden behind the clouds. Patches of jagged rock are shifted swiftly, a blessing. Wherever you are on the river, are you in flow? Do you think too deeply when asking yourself a question grounded in instinct? Are you in flow? If not, where can you shift so the current of the river can work with you? And remembering that this entity of water, this entity of the river, this body of water, it has a lot of force. So, you know, you can almost embody this powerful energetic aspect of what water represents, which is movement, which is energy. So really trusting that the energy of flow that you can tap into, that can be all that's needed to shift the energy, to shift the frequency. You don't really have to do a lot, because that is the integral part of you. So I'm going to pull one last card to close out the reading. Just to see what the final piece of advice is. Okay. So we have Sonolan Spirit, and we have Rest. So Sonolan is reminding us the ultimate truth in some ways, that we are eternal. We are eternal at our core, and we have so much wisdom. We are, in essence, all that is and all that will be. And so she is really coming in to just say, you know, really trust in the core of what you are, your divine essence. she's just really saying, like, you know, really revel almost in this regalness. Because if you look at this image, she's very regal. She, it's just really this energy, this beautiful energy of just how divine you are. Because really, there's no truth beyond that. That is the ultimate truth. The ultimate truth is that at your source, you are divine. There is nothing that can take that away. There is nothing that you can do that can ever change the fact that at your core, you are divine. So she's reminding you of this truth. And she's also telling you to rest. Rest, because it has been a long journey. Pluto is one of the generational planets, meaning that its transit, it takes 25 years in each sign, approximately. So it has been a journey. Just allowing yourself to integrate. We're coming back to the beginning, what I was saying is integration. And in order to fully integrate, you need to rest. You need to take a break. A large part of why we suffer as humans is that we are constantly chasing the next level, the next stage, the next manifestation, the next achievement. And the resting stage is so incredibly important for the long term, for the journey. So closing out this cycle with Pluto exiting Capricorn, all the lessons that had to be learned, and just allowing yourself to feel proud, of how far you have come, of how much you have transmuted, how much you have changed. So just rest in that. Just allow yourself to rest in that as the new cycle is going to begin, which is going to be very different energy. So before we experience this new energy, let's just allow everything to integrate as is necessary, because that's what it means to be in a state of wholeness, essentially. You're not rushing anywhere. You are really grounded in yourself, in your self-knowing, and that has come from direct experience. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.